Welcome to Basic Brewing Video. I'm James Spencer.
I'm Steve Wilkes.
We're here in Steve's kitchen today.
Studio C.
That's right. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody in the United States.
Or wherever you are, we still wish you a happy Thanksgiving. But in the United States, this is our special time of year.
There you go.
When people come home to sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato pie. You would think that on Thanksgiving we'd be talking about pumpkins.
Well, you know, in the South, in the deep South, yes, sweet potato pie. That's right.
So sweet potatoes and pumpkins, they share a lot of common kind of characteristics.
They can be interchangeable. Obviously, they're a little different. But you can make a great pie out of sweet potatoes, and it's really simple and easy to do, as we'll show you.
And it's darned hard to make a jack-o'-lantern out of a sweet potato.
Yeah, but you know the original jack-o'-lanterns were made out of turnips. That's right, they were. They were carved out of turnips.
Well, there you go.
So
you learn something. It's not only about just having fun. There's education on Basic Brewing Video.
That's right. We're applying for a grant from PBS, but I don't look for it anytime soon. But the whole point
the
of this,
Corporation for Publicans.
The point of the sweet potato pie is to highlight the sweet potato, wheat and rye, chili in your eye, spiced pale ale that I made back in August.
And this adheres strictly to the Reinheitsgebot, right?
That's right. You couldn't get this into Germany. They wouldn't let this in Germany.
So what's in this beer?
Good God, I don't know.
It started out as a sweet potato beer.
It started out, the idea was that we had made a pumpkin beer that we liked. And some other...
I don't know how to use this. Okay, go ahead.
It's an opener. And so I was thinking about using other root vegetables, or actually a pumpkin's not a root vegetable, but you know, the idea. And so I thought, well, you make a sweet potato pie, why not make a sweet potato beer? So that's what this is. So what's in it, he said.
What's in it?
What's in it? 8 pounds of maris otter.
That's a gorgeous.
It's the base malt. 1 pound of malted wheat. 1 pound of flaked rye. Half a cup of molasses in the boil. 2 pounds of roasted, pureed sweet potatoes with the skins on. So I didn't peel them. I roasted them, and then I put them into the food processor and pureed them with the skins. 1 ounce of Tattninger at 60 minutes.
I think it's appropriate that your German Shepherd is
barking in the background. A half ounce of Tattning at a half ounce at 30 minutes, a half ounce at 5 minutes. So this is not about hops.
No.
And the yeast was Safale 05.
Did you mention the chili beer?
Not yet, but I'm getting ready to.
I don't want to get ahead.
So I made the beer and ended up with not the volume that I wanted out of it, but I had the leftovers from the chili experiment that we did, and I thought, you know, chilies and sweet potatoes are kind of good together. So I topped it off with a mixture of the smoked jalapeno and the Pekin chili beer to bring me to a 5-gallon. I think I had about 4.5 gallons in the yield. So I topped it up with a little bit of the chili beer, and then in the priming sugar or priming mix.
As if that weren't enough.
I decided, what the heck? What the HE double toothpicks? And so then I added some winter spices. I added a tablespoon of vanilla extract, pure vanilla extract, a couple of cloves, and a couple of allspice berries. So it's not heavily spiced beer. It's not a holiday beer in that sense, but it's all kind of...
But you say it's not a holiday spice beer, but with the combination of the sweet potato and the chilies and the spices and all that, it's very complex beer. And so what would you bake, pray tell, to go with such a wonderful complex beer?
A sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato pie.
So would you cut us a piece?
I will, if you'll tell me how to make it.
Well, a sweet potato pie is just like a pumpkin pie. It's very easy to make. It can be a very simple pie to make. I made a very simple version of it. It can be very complex. You can fold egg whites and you can do all sorts of stuff. But what I did was to take about 2 pounds, more or less, of sweet potatoes. I actually peeled them and diced them and put them into the microwave for about 8 minutes. It's sealed so that they would steam and just get all kind of nice and soft and mushy together. I mushed them up with a potato masher, and I added brown sugar, evaporated milk, eggs, whole eggs, not egg whites or egg yolks, but whole eggs, cinnamon, and that's it. I used prepared pie shells because I was too lazy to make pie crust. And my pie crust tastes pretty good, but it looks like not very good. I don't make pretty pie crust.
And part of the thing about this was to make something easy that
that's
you can
right.
make for holiday, because holidays are hard enough.
That's right. They're hard enough. And let's just say you've got a 10-gallon party guile going.
Yeah.
But you promised your mother-in-law you'd make a pie.
How many times has that happened to you?
Well, it's happened to me. So I thought, something simple. And
Let's make it easy.
This is a simple, easy thing to do. You can go to the grocery store, you can get a pre-made pie shell. You can't make a pie shell much easier than this.
It's the stuff in the middle that counts.
That's right.
So let's try the
Let's see
stuff
how it is.
in the middle. This is the sweet potato pie. Oh my.
That's good.
It's not like a pumpkin pie, but it's as sweet as a pumpkin pie, but it's a much different character.
Try it with
How's
beer.
it go with beer?
Really good. I'd say that's pretty much.
Oh,
Throw some turkey with this, and you're good. You're good to go.
another delicious dish. Thank goodness you got back in the kitchen. Cheers to you.
Thanks.
And cheers to you.
Yeah.
And next episode, we're going to go back into the sake brewery at Sake One.
It's pretty good stuff. I just left Portland, and I'm pretty hooked on the sake, folks. It's pretty good stuff.
There you go.
Tune in for that. Happy Thanksgiving. Go home, be with your family, make some sweet potato pie, have a home brew.
There you go.
We'll see you soon.
Cheers.
Come and visit us on the web. At basicbrewing.com, you can find archive lists of both our audio and video podcasts on home brewing. You can also find our DVDs, Introduction to Extract Home Brewing, Stepping into All Grain, Low-Tech Lagering and Decoction Mashing, and our latest edition, Introduction to Wine Kits. And for a limited time, check out our 2010 Brewer's Logbook. Drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. Write to james@basicbrewing.com, steve@basicbrewing.com, or just use the contact form on basicbrewing.com.
Matlock!